So last Saturday, I took my 5-year-old son to the Strong Museum, and by the time we left, he played into a pretended fire truck, built a Lego castle, and made a butterfly that landed right on his nose. And he keeps asking me, when can we go back? Here's what people don't get about Rochester until they actually live here. The city is absolutely amazing for the people. We got a world-class museum, beautiful parks, a real beach on the Lake Ontario, and one of the oldest amusement park in America. And the best part is, you can actually afford to do all of it regularly. My name is Khem. I have been helping family move to Rochester for the last 6 years, and today I'm showing you the top 10 things you can do here, not from some tourist guidance, but a dad who actually lives this stuff with his kids. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so Rochester has the 4 oldest amusement park in the entire country, and my son lost his mind when we went there this summer. Seabreeze has been around since 1879. That's almost 150 years. Guys, it is right on the Lake Ontario, so you can get those cool lake breeze even on the hottest day. They got this wooden roller coaster called Jack Rabbits that's been scaring kids since 1920, plus a water park that my son basically lived in all August. But here's what makes Seabreeze special. You can actually afford to take your family without taking out a second mortgage. We rode rides, did the water park, had laughed, and I spent maybe around $60 total. Try doing this at the Six Flags. The carousel from the 1926 is absolutely beautiful. My son loved the boards that shoots water, and the waves pool keeps kids entertained for hours. It is open Memorial Day through the Labor Day, and local packs this place on the summer weekend. Go on the weekdays if you can, way less crowded. You can be at the real beach with the real sand in 20 minutes from the downtown Rochester. Ontario Beach Park, or the Charlotte Beach as a local call it, is where Rochester goes into summer. My son and I go probably once a week when it is warm, and we build the castle and walk to the piers to see the boat incoming and the other speedboats. That's been his summer routine since he was 3. The beach have a volleyball, swimming, a historic castle, and a sunset view over the Lake Ontario that are genuinely beautiful. And in September, when the tourists leave, you basically get the whole beach for yourself. Parking is about $5 to $8, which is nothing compared to most of the beach destination. You need to get there before 11 a.m. in the summer weekends, or you will be hunting for the parking forever. The Seneca Park Zoo is one of the oldest zoo in America. It opened in 1894, and my son is completely obsessed with it. They have got over 300 animals, and it is the perfect size for the little kid. We can do the whole zoo in 2 hours without my son getting exhausted, which, if you are the parents, you know it is the gold. And the elephants are favorite. They have those keeper talks where the zookeeper explains elephant behaviors, and my son knows more elephant facts than I do. He literally told our neighbors that the elephant can recognize themselves in a mirror. Where does a 5-year-old can learn that? The zoo, that's where. And they have got this African savanna area that's really well done, and the rocky coastal section with the sea lion is awesome. Admission is super affordable, like $15 for adults, and kids under 3 are free. We got the family membership, and it will pay itself in 3 visits. We go twice a month now. Highland Park is 150 acres of beautiful parkland with the trails, playground, and the biggest collection of the lilac in North America. Every May, Rochester does the Lilac Festival. Over 500 people showed up in here. My son and I go to the Highland Park all the time, sometime for a playground, sometime just to run around on the hills. In the spring, lilacs are incredible. In falls, the leaves throw all the amazing colors. During Lilac Festival, there is a live music, food for every culture you can imagine, and absolutely, the lilac is the full bloom everywhere. It is one of the best festival I have ever been to. But honestly, the parks is a great year-round, even in the winter when it is covered in snow. It is beautiful. We have a snowball fight there, build snow fortune, and the whole thing. If you visit during the Lilac Festival, go on the weekdays. Weekends are absolutely packed. Here is something absolutely blow the people minds. Rochester have 96-foot waterfall right in the middle of downtown. Not outside the city, not in some park, right in the downtown. High Fall is where the Genesee rivers drop into a massive gorge, and it is genuinely spectacular. Every time when I bring my clients here, they are like, wait, this is in the city? My son loves watching the water crash down. We stand on the Pont de Rennes Bridge where you can look straight down into the gorge, and he's mesmerized every single time. And this used to power all of the old flour mills and factory that built Rochester. Now it generates electricity for the city, and you can grab a beer at the Genesee Brewer House right there while looking into a falls. They light up the falls at night during the special event, which is really cool, and it's completely free to visit anytime. Best time for the photo is the sunrise or the sunset. Spring when the waterfalls is highest in the most dynamic. Next, the Rochester Museum and Science Center is massive. 3 floors of the interactive exhibits where kids can actually touch and build stuff, not just look at the display behind the glass. My son spent 2 hours in this area where kids build the robots and test engineering stuffs. 2 full hours and didn't want to leave. There is also the simulator ride that's surprisingly good. The Strasbourg Planetarium next door is awesome. They do this show where they project the night sky and take you on a tour through the solar system. My son saw a kids show about the planets when he was 4, and now he can name all 8 planets in order. That's the planetarium's drawing. They also do the laser light show where the laser dance to the music in a dome, which sounds weird, but it's actually really cool. The whole complex is perfect for the Rochester winter days when you need something fun to do indoor. Shows are under $15, and you can combine the museum and the planetarium for a full day tour. George Eastman Museum, founded by Kodak and his men, is now the oldest photography museum in the world. The house itself is incredible. Built in 1905 with those beautiful period rooms showing how rich people lived back then. Now, my son doesn't care about the photography history, but he loves the garden. The garden behind the mansion are perfectly manicured garden where he can run around while I was looking at the architectures and exhibits. The museum had the world's largest collection of the cameras and the photography, and they are being in exhibition from around the world. I saw an Arsenal Atom show here that would cost me around $30, in the New York City here is just like $15. They also shows the classic films and the hot concert. It's genuinely the world cost, but the Rochester price, which means normal family can actually afford to go. Budget 2 to 3 hours for the mansion and the garden. The gift shop have really unique stuff that you won't find anywhere else. Copsel's Park is this 109 acres park with the hiking trails throughout the trails that are over 100 years old. It has become one of the go-to spots when my son needs to burn some energy. There is a reservoir on the top that's one of the best sunset spots in the city. The trails are great for the hikings or bike. In winter, people across the country ski here, which was mind-blowing to me when I first moved here. My sons love exploring the trails and finding the sticks and the rocks. It is a simple stuff, but he has a blast every single time. In the spring, the lilacs that bloom here, Rebel Highland Park. The whole park smiles amazing like 2 weeks. It's free, it's beautiful, and it is never so crowded you can't find a space. Parking can be tight on the weekend afternoon, but it worth walk if you have to park on the street. And the best part is, my office is right around the corner, so even if I go in the busy season, I can simply park my car in my office, and I just gotta work for like 2-3 minutes extra, which is no brain drainers, and my sons love to walk. Every Saturday morning, Rochester has this amazing public market that's been running for over 100 years. It got fresh product, baked goods, prepared food, flowers, crafts, and everything. My son and I go every Saturday morning, and it is because our routine. My sons like to get a fresh donut, walk around looking for the fresh vegetables from the local farmers, and sometimes grab a garbage plate are the bagel from the food vendors. The market is year-round, even in the winter, which tells you how committed the Rochester people are in their tradition. This market is all year-round, even in the winter, which tells you how committed the Rochester are in this tradition. It is under covered shade, so even when it is snowing, the market is happening. What I love is that the genuine community. You can see the same farmer every single week, the same vendors, the same family shoppings. My sons know some of the vendor by name now, and it is incredibly affordable. We can get a fresh food, a baked goods, and the prep food for an entire week just for $50 to $100, which is way less than the grocery store for the same quantity. Park early, the lot fills up by 9 a.m. on the nice day, but it's worth getting up there. And my number one things to do in Rochester is the Strong National Museum of Play, which is honestly one of the best children's museum in the entire world. This place is enormous. This place is extremely big. 285,000 square feet of incredible exhibits, all focused on play, toy, and the game. My son has been going here since he was 2, and at 5 years old, he is still not bored. There is an entire Sesame Street area where the kids can explore Big Bird's Nest and play in these sets for this show. There is a beautiful garden where the real butterflies land on you. That is where my son had a butterfly landed on his nose, and he stood perfectly still for like 5 minutes because he didn't want to scare it. There is a 2-story climate structure that looks like a treehouse. There is a pretend grocery store where kids can shop and check out. There is an area with thousands of Lego bricks where my son built a castle and a rocket. They have a wall video game hall of the fame with the games from every era. They have the classic arcade game. They have the exhibit on the toys from every decade. But here's what makes the Strong Museum truly special. Everything is hands-on. Kids don't observe, they play. They can drive a child-sized car through the miniature city. They can work in a pretend fire station. They can play, touch, build, explore everything. We go at least 2 or 3 times a year, and my sons find something new every single time. Last month, he discovered the reading area with the life-size story characters. This week, he observed with the building John. Real talk for the parents. A Strong Museum membership is the best investment we have made in Rochester. It's paid itself probably 20 times over, and it is our go-to activity for the rainy days, cold days, or just when my sons need to burn some energy. The museum also rotated special exhibits. They had the Star Wars toys, sport toys, board game history, always something new. If you have a kid and you are moving to Rochester, this museum almost should convince you. It is that good. So here is my top 10 things to do in Rochester based on actually living here with my 5-year-old who has opinion about everything. What strikes me every single time is how much Rochester offers for the families without breaking the bank. The Strong Museum, the zoo, the Highland Park, the public market, all of those is affordable enough that you can actually do it regularly, not just once a year as per the special treat. Last Saturday with my son cost me maybe around $40 total. The Strong Museum membership we already have, lunch at the food court and the ice cream on the way home, and he had a time of his life. That's what the Rochester advantage. World-class experience at the price normally families cannot even actually afford to do it. If you're thinking about moving to Rochester and which neighborhood puts you close to the stuff you can care about, reach out. All of our contact information is below down in the description, and let me know in the comments what is your favorite Rochester activity with your kids. Did I miss anything? Subscribe for the more Rochester content, and welcome to the Rochester. Your kids going to love it here.